Dallas will be out of this house. Maybe. Yes, baby. Football in the house. Huh? What's wrong, Chris?
Everybody wants Dallas to tank season. They got #1 draft pick. That Michael Parsons trade?
Agreed, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get that old boy out of Texas. Manning.
I don't know.
They want to get that old boy Manning
In the park.
from Texas.
But I think he comes out.
Yeah. But I think they got 2 #1s.
They got 2 #1s, but one for next year, one for the year.
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, after that, so they want to get it.
So they good.
Yeah.
You know?
Pittsburgh starting the season out with.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the F1, right? In another state.
Yeah, win that one.
I know they praying on Justin Fields to be good. The Steelers already know how to work him.
Yeah.
Come on, they're going to go right at his weakness.
Yeah.
They want him to run the ball. They don't want him to run the ball. And we can do it.
Yeah.
Put him out the field.
Yeah.
I love that rocket burger jersey. I just love the darkness of it. You know what I'm saying? I love that black and yellow right there. Come on, Daniel's jersey on, but still, that's a great jersey. Whatever jersey to wear in life, number 16 is that. I know people love Tom Brady. Joe Montana for me. I praise him a lot. I give him all the everything he deserves it. He works hard. But for me, Ireland and the UK games there's a lot of quarterbacks. You know, I know people like a lot of different quarterbacks. But I feel like you can't say Joe did without saying Marino. I mean, that whole era right there was the 80s and 90s. Jim Kelly, Bernie Kosar, for Denver, Elway. There's a lot of great quarterbacks during that time. For example, Chicago, even though they misused him, if they let him throw the ball more, Chicago probably would have won the Big Four championship. Here, but what's the response of the senior mark from the KC team that wants to get back to that? So really, you talk about big dominating, the offensive line dominating. You got to go home, you're not playing a lot of great quarterbacks. Earl Morrow, not Earl Morrow. Dan Fowler. So I believe when we say a thing like somebody ever deserves to Super Bowl, just to get here. I love that thing. That's back when I was playing under football. That was my squad. I mean, John Jefferson, South. What's his name, the tight end, Dylan Winslow. We had Chuck Muncie at running back. My favorite. That was my favorite team. Wes Chandler, the other wide receiver. Here, Coryell. They just never really had to beat them. Then the one time they beat the Chiefs was in the Super Bowl. They gotta go to a cold. They gotta go to a cold game. I think it was Philly. Yeah, it was Philly that beat them to go to the Super. No. I'm sorry. Raiders. Who was the Super Bowl that year? That was good, but I remember the San Diego had to go to like a snow game. They was out. They was so far out of it.
Well,
That's been all day, man.
yeah, just go off the
The song ran, there's nobody on the other end.
nobody.
How there's that robot call like that?
There's somebody got stuck over here.
It's been like 10 calls today. Nobody's answering. Nobody say nothing.
Somebody got stuck over here.
Everybody cut out early today, huh? Everybody cut out early today, huh?
Yeah, looks that way, right? Mama just said, cut loose, slide front, or this. It's about time to really start tapping it up. It ain't like 2 people gonna come in right now, I would think.
All your ambitions, all in one app. SoFi personal loans, no fixed rates, borrow up to 100K, no fees required. Go to SoFi.com to view your rate. SoFi, get your money right.
Free on YouTube tonight, again? Free. It's one of the few times YouTube is doing it for free.
Right.
I had that YouTube cable. They went, I went from $70 and they was like, oh, it's going up next year. I'm like, no, it's not for me. After that, that's when I got my Fire Stick. I'm paying y'all $69.99 right now. Now y'all want to raise it to $79.99? Nah.
Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to censor yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Superfan, I know we got more than a few that are watching. The search is on for the ultimate NFL fan as it gets presented by Captain Morgan. Now through September 29th, you can nominate extraordinary NFL fans, dynamic duos, and game changers who rep their team with pride. Winners will be sent to Super Bowl 60 to represent their team. You can enter to win at NFL.com/fan of the year today. I thought the Dallas Cowboys were a handshake. Jerry Jones said that handshake deal with Michael Parsons, that's it. The highest guaranteed player from the Beatles. And then maybe when I sent it over to the agent service to stick it up Say what it turns out, take care of him. Say what I need to take care of Mark. I really got 3 years to work this thing out. I did that with that. Me and Mike have talked. I don't have the full mental for it. I think I know to get done a lot earlier than they were. Planning to be going to gym, not fun. But I do want Mike to get paid. Micah Parsons, no question, a trade away from the Cowboys. Very considering trading Micah Parsons. Negotiation talk. That's what I put down. If they don't know you, this is the Micah Parsons to Green Bay Packers. That's the way things go. I think a lot of money don't mean to have success with the Cowboys. I do think that overall success.
Dallas of our lives. It's been a days of our lives.
That's funny.
They know somebody who got paid.
The Eagles, yeah, great chance. Dominant performance in the Super Bowl.
How is that?
This team,
I don't know how you say he's going to take Chris home, but
Bro,
and he had to do it because his receivers were covered up. That happened Wednesday night. The coach just so poised under pressure. Yeah, next Eagles drive, down 17-14. Here we go. Saquon Barkley just doing Saquon type things. Just so strong. Didn't have a huge night, but he had that type of effect. Yeah, there's that one play that was like, where he kind of like shakes off the guy. Great catch. Just that is certainly special. A little bit later, Dallas trying to make a CD. Second half was not exactly kind to him. Not great. He wasn't exactly kind to the second half. That's a tough catch. But he had a couple drops where he could have really changed the outcome of this game. Yeah. It was one of those maybe we're talking about a very different results. The reality is the Eagles, they win. Jalen Hurts is the big reason why. I mean, this list is, you gotta be kidding me. I know some people, I'm certainly not one of us, doubt what Jalen Hurts is as a quarterback. I still can't believe this dude gets any sort of negative flack, but what his performances do are certainly special. But I think when it comes down to it, from a Dallas perspective, this is going to be a
What over I had on the menu today?
one of their days of their lives.
What you had on the menu today? Seven.
Texas meatballs, like the rice, burgers.
Oh, wow.
Cabbage.
Listen, when I tell you, you're coming into the game with Eagles offensive tackle Jordan Mail, honestly, like, I'm glad he's not there because I hate dealing with that guy. And you see some of his runs right? These are pressures. Now, who knows if Mike would have, been able to catch him, do something to be disciplined, to block out some of those lanes. But a lot of these pressures could have been run into Micah Parsons. So, they missed what he's done against the Eagles. You're seeing it right here, forced a fumble. In his last 4 games against the Eagles, 15 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. He plays well against his home state team. So, yeah, they missed him, but that said, their defense played pretty well last night, especially after the rain delay. They came out, they were really making things difficult on Jalen Hurts and that run game. I would be remiss in this since we're talking about linebackers. Zach Vaughn, the linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, at the play of the game where he chases down Miles Sanders, keeps him out of the end zone, then follows that up the next play by deflecting the ball in the end zone when Dak would dart to his tight end. So this is the play of the game. And then he follows that up because it ends up being a Dallas fumble. And then the Eagles take possession, keep it out of the end zone. See that on the score right there. So Zach Vaughn, either had the linebacker who didn't play, he showed up. But yes, here is a question. Michael Parsons is missing.
I have a feeling Dallas is going to be kicking themselves at the end of the year about this one. Golden opportunity. Week number 1. I don't think they've tackled pretty much all last season. This is actually pretty good.
They look good. That offensive line is really good. It's like a traditional Cowboys offensive line.
Now, this is sort of one of those odd moments here. No one lost with these divisional rivals, but before the game, and that first play for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts, they confronted each other, Carter spit on Dak, and was promptly ejected.
Well, Dak's at first on the ground, and then Jalen does this. I put it on X last night, spit respect. But that's nasty, man. You just don't do that. That's one of the worst things you can do to somebody. And of course, he got properly ejected because before a snap was even taken.
A no-brainer here for the officials. Their reaction post-game.
Trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Tyler Booker. I was just looking at him. I was right here about the 2 linemen, and I guess I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman. I just spit ahead, but I'd say he was back there where Jordan was in that sense, and he asked, where he goes, you trying to spit on me? And at that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like, I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like, back to that game.
Now, once again, one of those moments that I think certain Eagles fans would like to hear at NFL Network. It's got Ian Rappaport is with us right now. Ian, give me some context on that incident from last night.
Yeah, Yeah, it seems like a Seinfeld episode. Trying to figure out where the spit came from, what was the angle, who did the spitting first. Here's what we know for sure. Jalen Carter, the starting defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, you're the best player on the defense, was ejected after he for sure spit on Dak Prescott's jersey. The NFL is reviewing this incident for a possible fine, as it generally does when a player is ejected from a game. Not always, but generally. When a player is ejected from a game, that serves as his suspension. That serves as his way of taking him off the field. And considering the fact that Jalen Carter was ejected so early in this game, would seem to be far-fetched. I would say that the league would suspend it more, but I'm looking into it. A fine is likely. As far as an additional suspension, hard to fathom here, but no firm word from the league on that. Meanwhile, on the subject of discipline, for tonight's game, Kinnison Chiefs obviously are not going to have their star receiver. Rasheed Rice, he serves his first game of a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. We know that this is something that has been clear for the last several weeks. What we don't know is who is going to step in for Rasheed Rice. Of course, Xavier Worthy's going to have a big role, as he generally does for the Kinnison Chiefs. My understanding of Hollywood Brown and Tyquan Thornton are going to do their part in filling the void for Rasheed Rice. By the way, was excellent in training camp as he recovers from that knee injury. Tyquan Thornton practice squad last year, kind of afterthought, how he
news that has now been percolating over the last day or so, and that's Christian McCaffrey. I don't think most of last season because of the calf. That is not good.
Y'all ready to go ahead and go get a drink now, huh?
Man, it's about time. For real. Thank you.
Can I expect to see from him over the next
Might well lock it up, man.
I will
Look at that.
Christian McCaffrey did not practice today.
Oh, Khalid. Khalid come out today?
What exactly he's going to do on Sunday, it's fair to say, we're just going to...
All right, Phil. All right, brother. Have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Officially practice with his team. Practice on a limited basis yesterday. That is when McCaffrey felt something in his calf and took himself off the field. Talking to reporters after practice today, he said a couple things. He said he feels good. He said he always expects to play. And he has learned from the past, but maybe he has been his worst enemy as far as trying to push through things. Now, it sounded optimistic, but I would caution that to say everything last year sounded optimistic too before the first game. Then he missed about 2 months, so we will see officially what this brings. Doesn't seem as of right now like a major injury, but we don't know for sure what it is.
He and I have a feeling on Sunday morning on the NFL channel, Steve and I are doing our show together. You will have an update on this very story as we get set for a game. At least we're on the Christian McCaffrey series, just go from a Niners perspective. I try. Look, I mean, the two of us get to hang out a lot. So we might as well talk about some of the shows that we get to do together. Meanwhile, fans of Brazil get to pour a good one out with Commissioner Roger Goodell. Omar Ruiz had an opportunity to catch up with him just a short time ago.
All right, thank you very much, Commissioner Roger Goodell joining us now. Commissioner, what a night, what a week it's been. What are you most excited about seeing the Chiefs and the Chargers here in Sao Paulo tonight?
Well, first being here is a special place. Being in Brazil, we were here last year, and to see the differences between last year and this year, the increased excitement, the enthusiasm, the knowledge of our game, it's clearly come a long ways in 1 year, so that's fun for us. And then obviously, the start of football season, this is it, right? We love this. This is what we're all about. It's been a long off season, so for us to get back to football is great.
I know you've been experiencing a couple days here in Sao Paulo, mixing it in with the fans. What have been your impressions of the way the fans have been interacting with the NFL game?
They're so excited. It's so much fun, and they're fans from all over, not just South America, but all over the world here. They came for this game. So, again, we see that growth, and it's clear that this is resonating with people. But the fans are young, they're hip, they're fun, they understand the game of football, they follow it closely with all our media partners here on the NFL Network. It's just a very encouraging sign.
How much more have you seen football become embraced since the Olympics announced that flag football was going to be in 2028 LA games?
I think it's had a great impact. I think it's all of these things, whether it's playing the games, whether it's flag football, either locally as well as obviously being on
activations by our partners and how they're engaging. But, you know, our media partners just here in this market, we've got 2 new partners in the last year that have really, I think, elevated the way the NFL presented to our fans. That's what it's all about for us.
What does the future look like in Brazil with the NFL? Any future games upcoming?
Well, we'll be back. We think this is a great market that's got a lot of potential. There's been a lot of discussion about Rio. I think Rio and Sao Paulo are great sites for us. So I look for something like that at some point in the future.
Yeah, Rio will be a tremendous host. We're honored to see them host on the global scale. Speaking of the global scale, YouTube is streaming the game tonight. History in and of itself. How important was that to the NFL to get the YouTube audience throughout the world involved in this game?
You know, Omar, I believe this game tonight is going to be the most accessible game in the history of the NFL. That's 106 years. That means more people on the globe are going to see this for free than ever before. And I think that is what we're all about, is to put our game and our players and everything about the NFL on the largest stage. And tonight that's happening here for Sao Paulo. And I think that's going to be a great thing for our fans around the world. And it'll be great to see how that works. We have some great talent out tonight too, and that'll be fun.
It's remarkable when you think about any place in the world, mostly that has the internet, and watch this game. Have you thought about it like that?
Yeah, but I think that's why it's the most accessible game. I mean, you know, the world has the internet now, and that means they can tune in, and this is free on YouTube and front of the wall. It's, again, I think going to be a great thing. We have all creators that are combining to make this even more exciting tonight and give a different perspective of football, even for fans that may not know that much about football. And I think that's really important for us to engage with fans as we teach them about football, and our creators are doing a great job of that.
When you mentioned the growth that you've seen in Sao Paulo, in Brazil over this last year, how much more excitement is there to see Spain have a game for the first time and Ireland have a game for the first time? What are you excited about those markets entering in the audience?
Listen, Dublin is going to have its first regular season game. Madrid will have its first regular season. We're going to be in Berlin for their first regular season game, which is where I sort of almost began my career on the international side with preseason games. I can't wait. I think, you know, those stadiums are iconic. The experience of the fans and the overwhelming interest in the game, the enthusiasm they're going to bring to this. This is, you know, 7 games, the most we've ever played in a year, and it's incredibly rewarding, and we can't wait to have each one of them.
All right, we can't wait till tonight. Chiefs, Chargers, AFC West Showdown. Commissioner, thank you for your time and enjoy the evening.
Thanks, Omar. Thanks, everyone.
I think all of us are going to enjoy this game. You know, I keep getting these ads on YouTube to watch. It's usually cars, football, or watches. That's in my algorithm. You don't need those, bro. You'll be watching. Yeah, no, you exactly. That is the case. We'll focus in on this Chargers squad as they get set for the game against the Chiefs.
Did they ask you to do the commercial too?
Yeah, but they just give me one line.
Well, that makes season. Like, we're going to sit here and we're going to tell them how Caesar Sportsbook is just so easy to use that you can watch and bet thousands of sports events, even some NFL games.
The public shows betting on our favourite players and teams at all the Vegas hotspots too.
Like, we have time for that montage.
I told them I couldn't do it.
They couldn't afford me.
Ready to lose weight? Think Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I've lost 35 pounds.
I lost 46.
For the first time, I'm keeping the weight off. In fact, I'm protecting my heart.
Wegovy is proven to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events.
Don't take if you or your family had MTC, NENT, or is allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines for it. Call your prescriber if you experience vision changes, heart racing at rest, or any mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
Why wait?
Wait, Because I love you.
Because I love you. This number? Delete.
You were walking with Mark?
I don't care. She's your lab partner.
Because I love you, I should smash your phone.
Because I love you. You understand?
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. You're also one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than this sweet man. I'm also a motivated man. I want to work marine biologist, follow your dream.
Quarterback.
Kind of a niche skill set, but I believe in you. Your insurance and financial needs. Nationwide is on your side.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. Hush up. We're fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. So we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee structure so we do better when our clients do better.
The clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more. Wow.
Maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Game day is back. It's ready for every game one matchup. And we sit down with Devontae Adams. I always got a chip on my shoulder. That's just the way I play. And Josh Allen.
I'm going to go out there and put my body on my teammates.
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9 on NFL Network. NFL Red Zone is where the action is inevitable. Here we go. See every touchdown.
You know, you don't like nothing but bad news.
The 2025 NFL season is here. Single game tickets on sale right now. 17 games, all 32 teams. You can visit NFL.com/tickets to purchase tickets today. Verified tickets available through the NFL Ticket Network, including Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, and Sports Illustrated tickets. Term ticket news on their live today. All right, time for Friday Night Preview presented by DraftKings. Here we go. I got some stuff for you. Travis Kelce, 6 touchdowns in his last 6 games.
Overseas award making
Barber averaging 227 passing yards per game last season. Just second. Patrick Mahomes averaging 24 a season ago. So just some context around.
They'll get to that part if they go.
DraftKings Sportsbook has placed the best touchdowns this season, and this week, new customers can bet $5, get 300 in bonus bets instantly, and get over 200 off NFL Sunday ticket on YouTube TV. Download the app and use the promo code KICKOFF when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Jumping out of the plane, put the parachute up, like Moses, and then die leaning on the staff, and their heart pumps warm blood from the arteries to the veins to the tributaries to the capillaries, throughout the whole body. It's kind of like watching Dancing with the Stars.
I think when you talked about remembering the day that you were born,
It was like coming out of the womb. It was comfortable and safe.
and I remember looking out the window, and I think it was a cold and snowy day.
I was looking at two people talking right to I thought I heard music.
I don't want it. It's really a good point. That always an important one on the calendar for all coaches around the NFL. Omar Ruiz joins us from Brazil. Omar, I know the interaction with Harbaugh is going to be entertaining, and Tyler mentioned the messages. This team is ready. They had ample time to get ready for this week one football.
Yeah, they've been waiting all offseason for this game, and specifically when the the Chargers rookies reported July 12th. They had the longest training camp to get ready for week 1. So there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of joy, there is sense of anticipation to get the season going. And they can't wait to play their rival, the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, they've lost 7 in a row in this rivalry, but Chargers linebacker Dan Henley telling me they know they're going to have to go through the Chiefs to ultimately get to where they want to go. So it's all about competition. They're certainly not shying away from their rivals. Part of stopping Kansas City Chiefs and that winning streak against them is slowing down Patrick Mahomes. Henley telling me they want to focus on the downhill and the run game defensively, but they also want to stop explosive plays. He said it's being aware situationally of knowing when they could be exposed, when they could be vulnerable to those explosive plays, but then also what happens next if they are hit by an explosive play is equally as important, Henley said. He said they can't let one play affect the next. He said they know that Patrick Mahomes, with the play after the play, that he continues to hurt defenses, but they can't let that distract them from staying focused and staying in the moment, acknowledging that they are going to make some plays, but they don't necessarily have to let that one play affect the rest of the game.
Hey, I want to throw this people real quick because I see Steve watch earlier today in makeup, and the guy's talking to me about field conditions, and he really wants to know, what is it like? Because that was an issue this season. There was an issue last season.
It's not out there. It's over there.
His captains are he still
It's over there. Talking to the Chris.
And the Chris gone.
Huh?
and the Chris gone. Something to watch. It's 60 degrees. It's sprinkling just a little bit. That might affect the grass conditions as this game unfolds a little later.
You talk about the just a bit appreciate watch that, especially when it comes to the field conditions. You actually not that.
You might have to ask Murphy when they won. He was out there with him.
On it. Meanwhile, Jason Herbert, you see what he's been able to do in the regular season. Super efficient. This guy's at 0-2 in his postseason appearances. So what's the game plan here? For Justin Herbert, how do you attack the Chiefs defense?
Well, normally I would say with Jim Barber watching for the front line. We know they lost their left tackle, John Slater, and they couldn't do without guard Makai back. He popped up as questionable with an illness, so we'll see that goes. Look, they're going to run the ball. Part of what they're going to do with Amari Hampton, the rookie, and Najee Harris is active tonight after the cohesive play. So they've got to run the ball just to be who they are, just to set up their play action passing. But if Makai Becton is out, we're talking about Chris Jones making a decision to eat for the Chiefs defensive front. I think the quick passing game of Brad McConkey, who's like the most regarded player, wide receiver, big part of their offense.
McConkey certainly had a fantastic campaign.
He did. He finished something in the left. You know how he rolled.
Backfield. He was a monster.
Very good.
Here we go. The Mississippi historic 30-day residency. That's the only reason why Isaiah Pacheco is in Puerto Rico. We'll check in on the Chiefs running back. Coming up next.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living.
It's the final days of Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. All beds now on sale. So you can take home our coolest deal. Limited edition smart bed. Only Sleep Number.
Let's make it hit 88 miles per hour. Okay, let's see some serious.
When I was close to the sky, I wrote some of
Wacky Steakhouse teams aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
Talk to your child about vaping today.
If there's anything you know, there's no wrong way. As long as
You got the one with the hat. You know what the hat I got? That's funny. Right there.
Week 1 NFL game day. Fridays relieves your worst allergy symptoms so you can start feeling better.
It's funny. And you know when he's really at his funniest? Sometimes people do a video with Childish Gambino. And they look like brothers. And it is hilarious when they get together.
Life happens up there.
Say something.
Ain't nobody been answered me. No. I mean, when we answer a phone, nobody can answer it. She said the reason why I took a long trip.
This Sunday, September 7th, you can get NFL NFL Network for free. That's right. See every touchdown of every game this Sunday afternoon for free. Go to NFL.com/redstone-free. Check your local provider.
But I guess I mean,
Yeah, it's a long walk, sir. I thought she was riding with you.
have a small conversation.
Steelers, Jets, Aaron Rodgers. You don't like the Rodgers in this bit.
I'm bullish on the Steelers. They're going against their former starter, Justin Fields. So this is what I'm looking at the Steelers defense. They're going to work hard to keep them in the pocket. Jalen Ramsey's a perfect spy. They newly acquired Jalen Ramsey to make sure Justin Fields doesn't leak in between the tackles with that edge rush.
As you go, a quarterback swap is the way to describe it. Meanwhile, the Giants and Commanders here, you know, the Cleveland Browns are the most talked about quarterback room. I think it should have been the G-Man.
Well, of course, you're a Giants fan. You got Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see how long he lasts. Everyone is really high on the rookie Jackson Dart. But I'm going to the other side. They also got a quarterback and a player no one's talking about, a wide receiver, Debo Samuel. They got Debo Samuel, one of the most exciting players in Washington. But we haven't talked about him enough. I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to unleash the Debo.
Yeah, this roster looks better, man. That is really strong. So you can throw his name out into the mix. Another key ingredient this offseason. Raiders and Patriots. If I said to you, Drake may have success this season. What is it to the offense?
Well, it's first on the offensive line, right? They've got two rookies starting next to each other on the offensive line. We're seeing Geno Smith here for the Raiders. But yeah, left guard, left tackle. Okay, Will Campbell, first-round draft pick. He's going to be the key, though. If they get going on that offensive line, Drake May's going to be better. The entire offense is going to be better. Don't forget Stephon Diggs coming off that knee. He is supposed to be up this week.
You know, we've talked about this team with some of the additions from this offseason. We do expect them to level up in a considerable way. Sunday game day on NFL Network. I mean, from start to finish, there's no better place to be. We got everyone covered throughout the course of the day. We got NFL game debut, NFL game day morning. I mean, game day live. I check in all the time. I'm like bouncing around watching games, checking out some of those highlights.
except for when we're doing game day preview on the NFL channel.
There's also that as well. Time for some quick ones here. Yeah, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Around the clock. We don't have the power of the question. We're gonna roll through these. Most anticipated week 1 debut is
Cam Ward, Titans quarterback, first overall pick, going up against that Broncos defense, which is number 1 in the league in sacks last year and got better with talent. Although Drake Greenlaw's not playing, but I think Cam Ward's going to make some plays to keep them off balance.
How about a rookie making his debut against arguably the best defense in the NFL? Welcome to Sunday Football. Team ready and poised to make the biggest turnaround.
We talked about it. The New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, bring some stability to what happened last year, which things were all over the place. Drake May, I'm a big believer in Drake May. I think the upgrades on the offensive line and at other spots, and just overall structure is going to take a 4-win team to at least double its win total.
If you are an NFL fan, and you must be because you're watching NFL Network, Sunday night, it is the main dish and the dessert as well. The back-to-back rating MVPs and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen going head-to-head. Which one rings supreme?
Yeah, I like Lamar Jackson in this one. In terms of the question is which one reigns supreme. I'm not talking about wins and losses here. I think Lamar Jackson's going to be off to a hot start. Love Josh Allen. Absolutely deserved to be the MVP. But Lamar Jackson, some of the weapons that he has, although he may not have tight end Isaiah Likely, he's going to be effective running the ball, but I think really throwing the ball against the Bills defense. He's got some issues at corner to start the season.
Don't count out this dude. Don't watch it hard now. No. Josh is no joke. Although you were in Baltimore for training camp, I was there a week later. I called you after I saw them. I said, Steve, I don't know if there's a roster better than Baltimore.
I don't know if there is either. Top to bottom, depth, all over the place.
I mean, absolute monsters all over offense and defense. The Baltimore Ravens, it's only like just grab the table and be like, yeah, I kind of believe that they are that good. Probably not going to happen, but the reality is Lamar Jackson's got a lot of toys to go and play with on the offensive side. Now, before kicking off the season in Brazil, Super Bowl champ Isaiah Pacheco touchdown to Costa Rica during his visit. Pacheco actually spread the word about flag football and linked up with a global superstar, Bad Bunny, for a historic concert series. Trust me, you want to see this.
So what's like, what happens now?
They have NFL flag football now. So that right there is the start of something very big. First, she was going to Brazil this year. So them expanding the game every each year, more people learn about football. And not football, soccer, football is football.
Okay, that's cool. I got it. Then I want to, like I said, I want to move your flag.
I'll bring them back here. If someone can remember where it started, put a number. Here from the Chiefs, for me, Isaiah Pacheco, Kansas City Chiefs. Check it
I'm not a single.
NFL Plus, you can get the NFL on YouTube, stream live out-of-market preseason games, live local primetime games on mobile during the regular and postseason, plus NFL Network, including NFL Football, NFL Red Zone, and replays the NFL Draft. Sign up today at
The next time I was like, green love, which one I'm not paying they do it and have that for because they know the name of these people, but I just never bring them out. We got big old antenna.
I was your sound engineer.
Yeah, we got a bunch of wild parts over there.
Our advanced mapping helps find talent and candidates.
We're gonna fall in love with Colorado. We like cool weather. I can't say
When it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, bedspread, and my greens here. So that everything smells fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Okay, goal of this play is to get the SAT membership. Why do we want to do SAAT?
Because they still love us, right? And they pay tax credits to their sons.
They're way like the elevation is very high in what we are about to see. You'll notice that. So if you feel like this is
So good.
it's going to be a difference in output. If you so used to moving fast because you so low, I mean, you so far below sea level, and the air don't bother us. You don't have to.
Dear Doc, that's the sound of your life.
Because we ended up renting Airbnb, and the Airbnb, they had a rooftop patio. And I had to stop on the second floor just to get my break when I first got there. Because of the elevation, I'm already elevated and I'm going to higher up here. So once you got to the top, you got roof over.
And the entire time, I think
You look left, you see the city. You look right, you see the mountains.
beautiful, beautiful. Romantic, full little, he was gone when he's gone. There we go. So he's tight shit. He goes to pay for dinner, but his credit card's not sensitive. So thankfully, I have my non-proposal land by his dinner. I gotta think
With this piece is facing their opponent. Yeah. And they're going to you guys job he is the last football team.
And this stadium is right across the like, the Broncos Stadium is right across the freeway from the Rocky Stadium. And the Rocky Stadium is right across the street from the River Nugget Stadium. So it's like all in the same area. When I hung out the ball, walked around Slane Park. We went to, I went to Beer Frank Park. Then I actually walked on the high school. Because I was there in December. I seen people ice fishing. I was like, man, I'm here to go see the ice fishing cabin. So that took me out like when I was walking around Stone Bar or whatever. Y'all would chase the geese, so they'll run out there on the lake, chasing the geese while it's frozen. And I was like, well, what happens if the dog gets stuck in it? They call it the fire people, the fire trucks that come out and rescue the dog from the lake. I was like, wow. It's been done before in that lake. I was like, wow. Denver, like I said, like I said, if I didn't choose here, I had another place to go. I've been to plenty of places. I've been to Ohio, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to San Francisco, I've been to Chicago, I've been some places. But ain't nothing like Denver.
Texas, Brazil, like front row seats are one of the biggest
I love Texas too. I'm getting
another Super Bowl appearance. It starts today.
Trying to handle some of the hurricanes that we've been through and, the tropical storm. We couldn't name them all, you know what I mean? That's crazy. You always want to remember Barber. I think Barber gets hard. And I remember Tropical Storm Allison. That was the first tropical storm I ever experienced. That's the first time I've ever experienced flooding. Because it didn't flood up north. We didn't. Now we got snow. So all that was needed, so that's why I remember those, and I think Ike was the bad one. We had power for like 2 weeks behind Ike.
It's going to kick off and they just present the
What I was trying to explain to a dude was that, like, okay, actually more or less water, right? With a little bit of trees. No, it broke the trees. The barrels broke electric pole, you know what I mean? Imagine that type of thing. You know how hard it is to break a pole? You know what I mean? Because you see cars hit poles and slip, and they doing 70 shit, but that pole still standing. But for that wind, pop that pole,
time zone change, things like that. That's what the Brazilians came to the time zone change. So it's going to be actually harder this one because
you know that you can make them right up here on all these right up the whole 1960s. Get plants right to the right. As soon as you make that wide, for all 1960s, you get to that first stop light, it's right to the right. There's that big old facility right there. That's what they make it. Because it was on the number a while ago when they decided that they were going to go with them. Because we're supposed to withstand, the wind. That one over there by that was like, the wind broke down all the way. I seen that one. Snap.
All of the right strengths. Omar influences from Brazil. Omar, when I think about this Chiefs team, and I said this at the top of the show, we were looking around, all over the place. I gotta imagine it still feels special. I think around this Chiefs team, what do you about the significance of the
You remember the ones that was like the first one, and the ones that really my first time being without electricity. You know what I mean? This is without electricity.
A couple minutes ago, I was living in these unfamiliar environments, but it's something that they're used to. They play live Super Bowl, they played Mexico City, they played Jersey, and now South Brazil. Andy Reid telling me yesterday that they've been impressing rookies. Players who might not have that experience. You just take this on and enjoy the experience.
Exactly.
Don't make it any bigger than it is. As for the 2025 Chiefs going into the year, they want to put some explosiveness back in their offense. Last year, they were ranked second to the last. They spent some big plays. It was been a focus with this OT and offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy, saying they want to be conscientious and Patrick Mahomes makes his way through his progressions to make sure that the deep shot is included. Patrick Mahomes hasn't always had time to let those progressions play out for those deep shots. They feel they have the offensive line. They feel they have a receiver room that is good enough to possibly win those matchups. Unleashing all that type of injury. News about the Cowboys, that Chargers newest member of their offensive line popped up on the injury report. The illness was foiled and he's going to play just a little bug.
Very significant update for that offensive line. Great job all the way along here. Certainly, you got a front row seat, so enjoy the game tonight. Thank you. All right, let's take a closer look at Patrick Mahomes and some of the numbers of what we have seen here. Numbers from September, actually pretty darn good. Now, it's been a record. When you look at these conservative career rankings, this guy's just getting nothing short of phenomenal. I think we all understand that. And yet, at times, I still point to this team's defense as the reason why they have gotten to the Super Bowl the last couple seasons. We'll take a closer look at last year. The record is going to be significant in terms of that production. In your mind, what is it going to be about this offense to really capture that spot?
Well, the things are early on the ground as a wide receiver, you can take a top off a defense as part of it. But again, it's the protection up front in the passing game. We saw the last couple of seasons, that's been really inconsistent. So Mahomes hasn't had a lot of the times, which is why you see a lot of the explosive plays in passing game. Come on, scramble plays. Come on, broken plays. So I think that's going to be part of it. But I don't know necessarily to hit the explosive plays over and over like they did when they got Tyreek Hill early and Patrick Mahomes coach. These are the time, this type of offense where they have to go 15 plays and score, they'll do it. And they'll do it gladly even on top. So, again, some run and catch opportunities like that, I think, real big in terms of explosiveness. I just don't know, again, they're not going to team that has to be built to hit big plays because they're so good on both sides.
Let's come to it. I don't want to like the revisionist history thing, but you saw what this offense was a couple years ago. Tyreek Hill was there. How explosive it was. It was like some of that magic. We just haven't necessarily seen it in the last year. start the game, certainly got
They forced a couple of party trophy shots against Tyreek Hill.
but I would point to the back end. And really, that team, that's the reason why they've been able to work on it and just been able to clean that up. I think if we see that marriage together with this offense and offensive defense, watch out for the entire league and at least handling business inside that division. We have done that with the 9 AFC Western Conference title. This is complete domination when it comes against a Chargers team. Last time, Chargers won. Number 3, how did the Chargers force the game tonight?
And we've been talking about the Chiefs defense. To me, it's the Chargers defense has got to force some takeaways. They've got to get, whether it's strip sacks, whether it's fumbles, whether it's interceptions, to not the Chiefs scoring opportunities and give Justin Herbert some short fields. Here we saw the Kyle Jackson's going to be back. Let them establish a run game and get some points early. It's going to be very key for their defense to play. And then look at it. I mentioned earlier, unguardable receivers in the NFL, they've got open as they typically do.
We didn't know what it was, but it was an outbreak.
You know, in the opener of the division, we saw the Dallas Cowboys knocking on the door. I think they're going to be kicking themselves at the end of the year because that was a golden opportunity. I think the Chargers are just kind of aware, like, hey, if there's a time to get them, like, we'll just sort of see everyone's kind of feeling it out week number 1.
I don't think so, because week 1 is kind of the biggest non-truth teller that there is. I mean, we're going to see some teams win that are going to lose 4 in a row and things like that. Not saying that the winner of this game is going to do it because these are both 2 very good teams, but they understand if you're going to send them, not saying you can't beat me for 7 times. Like, you beat them on neutral ground. Remember, the Chargers gave up a home game. Yeah. Right, so we beat them on neutral stadium in the season opener. Okay, we're here. We mean business, so we're coming.
Buddy, all right, who wins this game tonight? We asked our folks and our friends on social media. And this is
What's our director, Jose, who's a big Kansas Chiefs fan? Hey, Jose.
Now, that right there is poor sportsmanship. You deserve to be
Kansas City behind this organized room. I floated thinking the Chargers just to see what the reaction was going to be in South Israel. Let's just people, I get some eyelids, to say the least. But
It's going to be a great game.
I'm taking the Chiefs. Come on out.
You know, I just
It's a one-dimension. Who you want?
that second half, he just started dropping the ball. Put it in a situation.
I can't believe this.
And that fumble hurt him too. When they were down in the red zone.
Goes to work in the game. The game. It's got a lot of
It was a good game for it to be open. It was fighting the team, you know?
Are you your insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
You know, you compare folks and say half of your margin.
I like it because he didn't say he loves money.
See, I gotta call him up, huh? See, I gotta let him hear. You don't mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you back. It seems crap me up about the Cowboys fans when you get the best of them, then they start going into their Super Bowls, man. That is so cool. Like, y'all done late, you know, in this era. And that be my whole thing. I mean, like, man, I get the fans, man. You got Super Bowls so good. But like, you ain't won that in 30 years, and you still playing the Super Bowl. Remember the thing farther on the court now. Exactly, man. We talking about how, what have you done, you know, prior in the, you know, in the new year, you know, nothing but just, you know,
I've always known how to fix things. Psoriatic arthritis.
he's still the general manager.
But it's not going to control me anymore.
He's one of the ones that, you know, once you got so much money, you know, it ain't about the money, it's about time. In that situation, I think he's power, he's high shit. You know, he's high shit. You know, money don't mean that he's power. He got money, he got power. And I think that would be a situation where we don't want to release that power. He believes that he can still do it. But that's just like the other man, right? There's still some things that you can do in the United States, right? But you can't do them, right? You know what I mean? I think the same way. You know what I mean? When you've been doing something so long, he still thinks that he has to really be making happen. I mean, let's see, you know,
Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen with fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems. Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back. Ask your doctor about good cells. Baby forever. Yo, that's it. Yeah, like in a broken tongue. The game got me like Chico.
That's no cheat
Yeah,
code,
but like,
baby.
you know, when it comes to stuff like that, it's just like Bill Belichick still trying to be a GM and that's your football. It's done. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a winning formula. It's been proven. In certain cases, it's working. But now,
We know tradition. It's what inspires us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels for our masa. Crack it for that perfect crunch in every bite, with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters. Game day is back. Ready for every game one matchup, and we sit there with Devontae Adams.
I always got a chip on my shoulder. That's just the way I play.
And Josh Allen.
You out there with my body on.
NFL game morning, Sunday at 9 on the NFL Network.
Tonight, I'm going to take time out and watch this one. Normally, tonight, I'm going on my video game. I ain't going to lie, I ain't going to watch football on my video game. So, Kansas City Chiefs and Chargers. And they're playing in Puerto Rico, right?
I can't believe it's already started. That feels very special. That's almost 10. What is that?
San Pablo. When they play the regular season, it's all about the money. They're trying to see if they can generate revenue.
I wish I was in Brazil last night. You know, that's when the turn up. That's when it was up. Last night it was up. That's when all the players got there last night.
You know, over there, they say they ain't got nothing but dime pieces walking around. Old and young. They say, boy, I ain't already know. There'll be some pretty women over there. I'm talking about pretty
I think it's where
women.
they're found here. It's really fun. I've been to a lot of therapy where it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm really proud of myself.
You go there,
I'm actually ready to move on to
see
the
a
next
woman and you never come back.
I'm looking for
Rent cheaper there, baby. $600 probably get you a Honda.
You living like a king. Third world, Captain.
Spectacular season. Easily, Sunday is the favorite. If we're picking, I'm picking who's going to win this year. I'm going to pick something early.
I did win 2 years ago.
Anyway.
Had to mention.
So speaking of therapy and wanting to do better, this is how this season ended for the Baltimore Ravens. They squared off against the Bills in the divisional round with less than 2 minutes to go. Mark Andrews dropped a rookie game-time 2-point conversion. The Bills won by those 2 points, advancing to the AFC Championship. And now, an opportunity for revenge of Monster on Sunday night in Buffalo, Georgia. Against Lamar Jackson, the league of last 2 inning. Going at it on Sunday Night Football. How do you see this one going?
I think it's going to be similar in a lot of ways, including the score. 27-25, except this time the Ravens come out on top for a reason that really was consistent in both Ravens-Bills games last year. It's the running attack of Derrick Henry and Justice Hill. The Bills in the first game had a lot of light boxes, not a lot of defenders up near the line of scrimmage, and Derrick Henry had one of the best games of his entire career. So in the playoff game, they actually went on almost even tripled the amount of defenders in the box. And you know what? They still ended up with 176 yards on the ground. Derrick Henry over 5 yards per carry. Justice Hill was very effective. This is a great 1-2 punch. In the first game, by the way, Justice Hill through the air goes for 78 yards as a receiver. So I just love that whether you want to play with a lot of defenders, try to stop the run, or you play back and a little more
concern. Either way, the Ravens are going to get there. I think they are more consistent because of that running game. They win 27 to 25.
It's not really the Ravens wipe away what happened. Obviously, the game is just exactly what the Ravens fans are supposed to do. But I really think
You want to what?
the way the Buffalo approached the pass rush, first of all, one of the change things that runs almost in the playoff games. When you go back, the pass rush really bothered Josh Allen in the regular season game pressure to 44% of all our backs. That's the second highest in the game against Josh Allen in the last 6 seasons. So how the six or more offensive linemen in the playoffs, 22% of the time, I feel like the Ravens are here for closer upset this time around and not turning the ball over a multitude of times also helps. The ball's one 26-24.
Well, I have 26 to 24 as well. But for the other team, when I'm looking at what goes on with the Bills, you actually brought it up. You said that they attacked both games. High number, guys. High number. We like this. But here's the thing. You talk about it. They attacked it. They absolutely because they want to have the game that he is going to have every single time. He's super consistent. When you're talking about an O-line that can help out, watching the preseason games with Cyrus Forrest, might even have gotten better. This is wild because he was already very good. So I'm looking at the opportunities here. Which of the pass catchers? Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you from my math forecast, it's not spectacular in terms of top 5 numbers for any single one of them. But I will say that that's kind of, we don't know who it's going to be, also translates to what the Ravens have to do. Who's it going to be? You do know. But Josh Allen, 27 rushing touchdowns in the past 2 seasons. So I don't expect that to be
Texas don't want to do that behind money. Texas is a money state.
I will go with Lamar Jackson. I think he has
Take care of your
on Sunday night. When you look at what the Bills did in that second, we're going back there because it was the last game. They were extremely creative. It was a team that had got better. In the preseason, figuring out what's going on at cornerback in safety. Usually that's the bedrock of these Bills defense, but there's a lot of question marks, so I don't think they'll be ready to be as multiple as they were in that play.
Bobby Goodrich, he's calling you out.
Okay, they continue to just call me. All right, hey, man, say trick.
Bobby, he's got a harder job.
He's got bulletin board material that's back in June.
Hey, oh,
and the Steelers, they squashed signing future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers at 41 years young. He's the oldest player in the NFL. Said he's pretty sure that he's going to be here for playing football. Pittsburgh hoping K.A. Rodgers will lead them to the first playoff win since the 2016 season.
taste it?
Done.
Taste it?
He did.
So
He just looked at me and was like, rain is coming down the stairs. Oh, he's good. When I play, he's done.
Aaron Glenn said in one of his press conferences, we don't want celebrity quarterbacks here. Wow, like the more you watch football, the more it stays the same. That's what Bill Parcells used to say. The exact same quote. Justin Fields might not be a celebrity quarterback, but he's effective. He had his best season as a passer a year ago. I think they're going to focus on his strengths. He's going to be all about the running game. And ultimately, I don't think either one of these offenses is really going to get that much going. But the run game that I trust more is with the Jets, the Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, and Justin.
yeah, maybe Aaron Rodgers getting paid in rubles or reals or.
I'm just saying, it's kind of wild. With 2025, Justin Fields out here, the market's telling you he's better.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league at getting the ball out of his hands very quickly. The problem is he had the 4th lowest completion percentage in passes that were thrown under 2.5 seconds. He joined a Steelers offense that actually had a couple of high-scoring games last year. One of those was against the Jets because the field position was very good because Aaron Rodgers was playing quarterback for the Jets. And the union of the Steelers and the Jets is not necessarily something that I'm going to believe in sight unseen because we haven't really seen it. I've got the Jets getting better against Aaron Rodgers 20-16.
Well, I guess we're just going to sign up for 2. Is this whole show being signed up? 21-19. Let's just talk about Aaron Rodgers for a second. But did you guys also forget Elijah Vera Tucker's not going to be that could be a problem for the Jets. But in this particular matchup, and watching Aaron Rodgers, I'm thinking about, okay, John is this there. You know what those tight ends do for Aaron Rodgers? The answer is a lot. You're in a situation where Aaron Rodgers is going to have what I'm going to call a they're not going to look anything like they looked those MVP seasons when he was a Green Bay Packer, but they're not going to also look kind of like what you were talking about when those quick passes not working. He also threw the 5 interceptions on those pass passes last season. It's not going to look like that either. It's going to be somewhere in between, and that will be just good enough in this matchup to best the Jets.
Right, with the Steelers signing Rodgers was one of the most newsworthy stories of the offseason. I'd say was because a couple months later, the Packers and the Cowboys made the biggest trade I can remember. Sportsbook, the note at the bottom, odds subject to change. That's because they did when Micah Parsons got traded to the Green Bay Packers. Now right there at +180, right behind the Detroit Lions to win the NFC North. And the two favorites in the North squaring off Sunday in Lambeau City. The Lions looking for their 4th straight win in Green Bay. Do they get it?
Yes, by the narrowest of margins, 24-23 is what my math says. Don't be tricked by recency bias. You know what that means? That means that Michael Parsons being traded is a big deal. But sometimes so too is Aiden Hutchinson returning for the Lions. When you look at this defense, I don't know, they get like 350 people back from the classic across the league. I think that was the number. I think they had to spend like their entire cap on just injury replacement. But the pace that Aiden Hutchinson was running on last season prior to getting hurt was an MVP level pace. It was possibly defensive player of the year at least, if not even more, right? So you're watching what happens there. You're thinking about, okay, who has the defense with the back end to support it? Brian Rich, yeah, he's still there. So I'm looking at how the back and the front works together, and I think that gives the Lions an edge. I'm also hoping for, but you know, as Lions fans, I'll get like peanut butter nails and we get very worried. But I'm glad the math kind of matched my heart.
I hear you on the recency bias. I'm amazed that the Packers are favored in this game because the Lions have absolutely owned Matt LaFleur's Packers during Dan Campbell's tenure. I don't think that changes. I think the Lions win by a touchdown here, 32-25. A nice high-scoring game in part because the Lions are adding players like Isaac to slot. This is what the preseason and training camp is all about. Matt Jones walks so that Isaac to slot can fly. Let's go from Arkansas. I mean, look at these plays as if they needed to get any deeper in terms of their weapons. You not only have to slot, but you have Sam Laporta, of course, Jameson Williams in a contract here. And you look at the Packers, meanwhile, I think they're getting them, the Lions, at the right time of year because the Packers, all their weapons were hurt in training camp. They haven't practiced much together. I think the Lions take training camp and the preseason more seriously. They come out flying usually in week 1. Think back to last year when they beat the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs. I think they got the lead.
I will take a tendency breaker and have our first straight month of the 2025 season. With a narrow margin as well, up to the home team. 29-28 Green Bay Packers. Another year for George Love in the LaFleur offense, but there's an unsung hero on his own. And Josh Jacobs, who very quietly had a good year. Forced 96 good tackles. One of the places he and Green Bay excelled was running the ball out of the shotgun, number 5 in the league, where Detroit was number 26 on defense, albeit that includes 350 players and staff, personnel, everybody, folks working in Ford Field. They got hurt last year. But it's a place where the Packers can have success, and I think they will finally have success at home against the Detroit Lions. I'll be all alone here. We're just getting started on game day. Up next, DJ Stroud heading to L.A. to take on Matt Stafford and the Rams. There's so much star power in this one. We're expecting fireworks. We'll get picks for who wins the game coming up next on Game Day.
Want more football stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads leads the league in touchdowns.
This is the farmer's dog turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey. Since only one is gently cooked without the ultra-processing. And only one is human grade. Because good ingredients matter. But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal, so to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time, with gallons of paint like Lloyd, starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore interior paint. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, our departure has been delayed.
Yes. Why are you so happy? Watching a game. Seriously? Yeah. Well, NFL Plus is getting live local and franchise games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
Hey, how come
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living.
It's pre-diabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take a pre-diabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero. On smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
you already in there? I'm about this energy. So now go to what energy now? Go here. So Ricky Kansas live, local, and franchise and postseason NFL numbers as well, including 7 audio and more with NFL Plus Premium for NFL Red Zone, sign up today at Network. Terms and so people know how to seize the season for the everybody got their team touchdown score. Almost for that. Nico Collins, you gotta set your nickname to like 10, plus 900. All those names, all the stars. Sunday in SoFi, Stroud versus Stafford, Youngster versus Staffy Bet and Champion. So everybody there, everybody
on both sides, especially the Texans winning 17 to 14. Let's take the offense together a little bit. There's so much talk about the Rams' young passer, the best edge rush duo in the entire NFL.
Now you gotta go to he shut down the old one, now you gotta go to the new one.
They're great. The Texans, Stafford, they finished playing more consistently, and I am a little worried about the matchup, not just with Matthew Stafford's back injury, but with Allard Jackson coming off these blood clots. We'll see if he plays in this game, but he hasn't been able to practice too often. And then on the other side is Robert Havenstein, who's getting up there in years, has had his injury concerns. I think that is a mismatch, and if Stafford can get rid of the ball quickly, I ultimately think that this Texans defense is the single most special group in this game, and they get the road.
I'm right there with I got Texas win 25-20 as well. The Stafford question, obviously, is one of the most important questions in the entire NFL, but I have no question about this Houston Texans defense. Greg talked about the pass rush. Let's discuss the quarterbacks and Derek Stingley and
and Lassiter as well. They've allowed the lowest, the second lowest completion percentages and first lowest completion percentages as it is to their corner. According to next gen stats, that's every corner.
Yeah, I don't know.
The number one and number two, both players protected. Obviously,
It might be Fletcher. That might be right. Yeah, that might be right.
but yeah, hopefully we guys are on the same thing. I'm taking them to make the Rams.
Well, fire up that fry number.
Another long, like, heavy favorite for Tennessee. This is how it's going to
I don't pick for you, I pick for me. 23-22 is what I have for the home team here in the Rams. I will say, my gut does say a little bit more Houston, but if we go by math, I wrote my own code, so it's my own math that we're talking about here. I want to talk about what happens when you add Devontae Adams to the dual offense with the Matthew Stafford and his Sonic Hurricanes and all these others. Number one, it does help you figure things out with an O-line this way question. I've got questions for O-line on both sides of this matchup. I don't trust the Texans O-line necessarily yet either. Matthew Stafford, I have to believe if Ronald Bay says he's ready to go, that he's ready to go. I've always seen him play, but I think his shoulder was actually, off his body, maybe his arm, like a bandage his arm, but he played for the Lions. Like, this is a really tough player. Maybe that's later in the season is important. I think in this matchup, he's against that horribly difficult defense. I have
What's up, fam?
Oregon's terrible. It could go terrible.
I need a line. Yeah.
All right.
Well, semi. They just did the damn surgery again. Yeah, they did the surgery Wednesday, so they got the damn brain on them. That's the third one. They cut out medication that they were given for high blood pressure, or not. So, because the first time, they didn't get it all. But they didn't put a brain to it. The second time they went in and put a brain to it, they got to get it all. But this time they got it all out of it. Most of that up to that. Yeah, man, they're killing you. They're killing you. They're killing you with this shit. I know that's right. Why you doing it? When you say you do it right, I don't mind you doing it right.
So how does the Johnson era begin in
Takes for one is a narrow upset win for
whatever you do, there you go. Whatever you do is fine. Look, she told Dwayne, take your man to the ball and shot. So I know what that means. Already. Dwayne, take your man to the ball and shot. You let me know the cool. You don't know it. I don't care when you take it. Take me somewhere.
Yeah, I thought I'd stay for this. Let's do it.
How's everything going? Yep. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. My last move. I'm going to die there. That's a wrap.
That's a record in the next gen stats era for
How's the son going up there? He was going yesterday. Javon, she on the land. That's your daughter, right? Yeah, man, she's still doing that. She's still doing that. I know that's right. That's what I need. Yeah. Let me know that she's good before I'm gone. I know that's right.
being on point against others.
Wayne doing good over there. He made over 100,000 a year. Yep. Yep, he's finally in there. You've been over there 6 years? Okay. You got your both of them? Yeah, I bought my both of them. You do something with parts and stuff, right? No, he work on them now. Yeah, he work on them now. He the only black mechanic over there now. Yeah.
I wonder how you acquired that, man.
Well, believe it or not, when he first started, he started washing boats and moved all the way up. He moved in the office, and then went to school. They sent him to school. So now you're making the money. Right place at the right time.
Working on it now. You know everything about them boats, huh?
And also some very positive thoughts about the future aspirations of
They help you towards the music.
what are they doing now? The Bears are
So what is working on the boat, similar to working on the boat?
Yeah, it's still in. A lot easier with DP.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He didn't go away there. I'll throw a caveat on it because apparently the worst thing you can do to win the MVP.
In fact, I went holler at Oscar this morning. Yeah, but he already knows Jacob is fucked there, right? I didn't deal with Jacob for the last 15 years.
Because of the weapons around him and the offensive
No, I'm just delivering both.
look at.
All I do is
That's it, huh?
That's it.
You work over here with Durant?
Yeah, I just deliver both.
That's it all day long.
That's it.
Take them where they need to go.
Where they need to go.
Whether it's a repeater or a brand new person.
Hey, look, the crazy part about it, I'm making the same money now. And I'm taking over there. Right. Yeah.
Sure, he plays in the AFC West, which is difficult. Patrick Mahomes is still there. But if you're talking about a quarterback, which is typically who wins your position,
Oh, I got it. Win the draw. I got it.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Ain't no other alternative, huh?
Houston is my second team, but
So that's the home team. That's what the party is. Same way.
Not as much as it used to, but it's still going.
All right, y'all take care. Y'all have a great week. All right,
Have a nice one. It's still going. It's not as strong as it used to be, but it's still going. Yeah.
give me a hot thing,
Well, shit, Tony doing more with the bench club now than I'm doing. I'm going that boat tour now. I'm trying to get my time on the boat more than I do on the tour.
So what, you're still, what, you got that great one, right?
Yeah, I still got the 73, the 77,
So did you ever go get the other ones running yet?
Yeah, he running.
New customers spend $5 and get $300 instantly in
Wayne's still in some of that.
Oh yeah, he's still in a little bit.
symptoms can be out of the picture. Now,
Still no problem. But no, he was playing right off the 1916
Okay.
Feel significant symptom relief and 4 weeks with Sky Release, including less abdominal pain and fewer foot. Sky Release visibly improve damage in the intestinal organs, and Sky Release remission at 1 year and even at 3 years. Don't use an allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about cold-like symptoms or vaccine. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC. Ask your doctor about Sky Release, the number one prescribed biologic immunity.
That ain't the way it works, yeah.
off the net.
One day you got to get up out of here, right?
For just a limited time. Go fall in and enjoy the pumpkin pie blizzard treat. Or try our new caramel toffee cookie blizzard treat. Taste them before they go. Get delivered in the app. Cheerios is made with oats. Good, thanks.
Every now and then. I bought 3 more.
It's open a new world for me.
Make it over 400. Oh, she's about over 400. Wait, what? We're almost hunting season, so. Yeah.
So how does the game work on this private property? Does he still come on there?
No, he can't come on.
He can't come on, so you do whatever you want when you
Right. But I have to do everything legal. That way I ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, here. Here, here, They are, they get crazy.
It should be a lesson to leave. You know, the guys who got around us, and we got a great offensive line as well. You know, those guys work in wild trenches. You know, those guys doing a great job with those guys. We should be unstoppable. But that's our goal. We need number one hard challenges on the offensive side.
Okay, second year quarterback might open the Falcons play over the Bucks and the Bucks this year, 20 years. They've lost a couple times. What happens this time?
I believe the Bucks get some revenge for losing twice to the Falcons a year ago to Kirk Cousins. No Kirk this time. It's because the offense of the Buccaneers is just a factory at this point. You can roll out whatever offensive coordinator you want, and it works. You can put any wide receiver into the mix like Omeka, Abuka, and it's going to work. But you
caught it, you up here, and I put it on the grill. I ain't never had
who was a really good third receiver
You gotta either put buttermilk or either go. That's the only 2 ways to get rid of it.
Is always low depth, and they're really good at developing players. I love the Bucs offense to put them over the top here.
Well, I also have the Bucs 26-23. I'm going to talk about their defense, and specifically Hassan Reddick. Obviously, you've got some guys. We love, well, this is a Vita Vea show of record. We love Vita Vea on our show. But when we're talking about figuring out how to navigate the O-line for the Falcons, what's the trenches at first? Well,
What happened if he knew I was going to have surgery, and I was going to be out for at least 2 months.
I think that's going to be a point of emphasis.
The thing about it,
this Bucs defense
you
is
know,
one
the only
that's built in the
he had no problem. He still ain't
maybe last season it wasn't as much.
That last 2 weeks I was there.
I'm glad that you guys
But hey, I ain't fighting
I'm not
him.
a lot of points. I've got
Good.
way more points. I got 31.
Can't get shit.
28. These 2 teams played absolute cavalier games ago, and yes, Kirk Cousins played well in those games, but the Falcons actually scored more points. Almost 12 more points a game when Michael Penix Jr. was the starting quarterback, and you know what else got better? It was Drake London in terms of his opportunity, his target rate shot up from 27% to 41% with Michael Penix Jr. playing quarterback, and he averaged a full 2 more air yards per target. I think the reason that Michael Penix Jr. is confident about what they can do in year 2 is because of how good they were when he was the starting quarterback. 32 points per game with a rookie in the middle of a playoff race. Albeit one that they did not win. I've got the Falcons in this one, probably all along. Falcons make some quick takes here on game day. The Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars down in what does he have?
One of my favorite picks of the week, the Jaguars to win a cover this game, 27-17. I think David Rubio can go catch Sunday. Kind of like RG3. They unveiled him in 2012. Travis Hunter looks different. He thinks different. He is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know if that's available at Caesar Sportsbook, but put it on the board. He's so Hilotani. There's never been a player like him. He can get it done.
Let's go to the Dolphins and the Colts. Danny Johnson waiting on the center.
Well, mama gonna let me in the house. Okay, you go.
26-24. The injury report for Miami is weird. It's long. We don't know what's going to happen with it as we're sitting here right now. But one thing I do know is that Jonathan Taylor, he is consistent. You look at those 10-plus yard rushes. He won their O-line last year. They had some questions. He's the man at touchdown rate. You did one of them last season. I think he can match that or best that. This season, especially with game guys.
I'm feeling like a big dog. I'm freaking when I want to go on there and hit that pain button. Man, when they took that bag up off me, that pain medicine, and they sent me to physical therapy, oh, that ain't game change. What is this? Why y'all putting me through it? Now, man, I'm talking about this day without the surgery. I'm talking maybe 4 or 5 days.
The same thing that I feel heavily. First week NFL game, walk on the other side of the very good run blocker. I don't think that's his so they run it.
Yeah, it's just like I had a surgery win for the day. If the numbness first start go away now. Oh yeah.
The Commanders going to roll Sunday against the division rival Giants and shoot a real upset alert. Find out what we're coming up next on Game Day.
Now I see how folks get hooked on these people. Yeah. You know, the pain going on there. That's the nasty.
Life insurance used to be stuck in the past. Your application is under review. But ethos changed today. Our advanced technology finds you the lowest rate from our multiple carriers, helping you get covered. Check your prices.
Send you home looking good. Look like you've been somewhere. Look like you've been in the barber shop. I'm gonna make you back in the house.
Really, the guest list starts growing. That's why we help you get everything you need and more.
Mind if I crash the party? Dak Prescott.
To help make the most out of every gap this fall.
Appreciate you guys.
Energy emergency.
Can you believe this, man?
Everyone's getting that new Simply Safe outdoor monitor. Now they can help prevent crime before it even happens.
How do we compete with AI-powered outdoor cameras that alert live agents of an intruder?
Stop. This is simply safe. Police are on the way.
Whoa! Why did you see those guys?
So what about us now?
Luckily, I'm pretty adorable.
So what, the other son is still working on cars, or he's doing something different? No, he's working for he's doing, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the Texas State Fair. Yeah, the State Fair. They got a whole music park. They're doing a music board music park. Okay, I got you. Because I know that State Fair for a couple of months. Right. Well, yeah, they're doing a whole, they're doing a whole music park. Oh, wow.
Standardizing color technology to help you keep your data safe. That's what designed for taste. Make it more with Henry.
Yeah, honestly.
Get you ready for it.
I always got a chip on my shoulder. Josh, I knew out there was going by my feelings.
And if you're only going inside on NFL Network,
Barring a miracle, this will be a shocking loss for us. What is the game? 10 seconds to go. All we have to do is win to get in. For the game on the
You say you just gonna pop up and see, hey, see what she noticed. She don't know this in trouble.
Winning 27-20 in this matchup. So let's give a little love to Terry McCourt.
Easy. Does it?
17-1. And it was actually 17 touchdowns for Jamar Chase, but he had 13 last season. I think he quietly is one of those guys who produces year in and year out. Maybe it's not like one of the more diva-y wide receivers that tells you all the things that you need to know about him.